stream now? There's gonna be a little delay on it, of course, but this is mainly for the people who can't be in Discord at the same time. We are now live. I've got a couple people here in Discord. And we're gonna wait a bit more for people to find their way here before we start. And I will need need to ping someone. That is Commander Arizona, who has volunteered to play instance host for me, so I can show off the point of view of any participant for a mass jump event, so everybody sees all the steps involved for getting into the instance. That is the whole point of today. And I'll also answer questions that you can ask in voice chat or in the text chat that is attached to the voice channel, or on Twitch or on YouTube, wherever. You're here, sir. Okay, that's great. Yeah, pick a spot where you can drop out, and then I'll show the process of doing this kind of thing. I can probably also share my screen in Discord, well, I don't know how stable this will be, but I could try. So that the people in voice chat can also watch without having to open YouTube or Twitch. So this is mainly for the people who have struggled in the past with getting to a mass jump. Didn't know where to go, or didn't know how to get a wing in light, or how to drop at the team signal, and things like that. Circling the thimbleful. Okay, so imagine you are somewhere at the waypoint system. In my case, I'm docked at the carrier, and you want to get to this event. It just started. It's 20:03 now, so it started 3 minutes ago, and you have almost an hour in order to get there. And you now want to know where you need to go, what you need to do in order to join the mass jump event. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to hit escape and go to the social menu. And the very first tab that's open by default is the friends tab, and here you can search for a commander. In my case for today, for this example, it is Arizona, who's spelled with a 1 instead of an L. Hit enter, and it pops up here, currently active, and I can click add friend. This is necessary for anyone for Wing and Lights the regular way. I know last time we did it over chat messages because my friend list broke down. I've removed a lot of people from my friend list, and now it's much smaller than it was before, so that should no longer be an issue. It's not okay. So added them as a friend, and now the chat message says no friends with Commander Arizona, so I know that they have accepted my friend request. What I can do now is I can start taking off with my ship.
Go for launch. Departure confirmed.
And the meetup for any mass jump is usually in space. Because ground instances are much less stable. If Francis shows empty after moving to the next page, reopen the social menu. Yeah.
Frameshift drive charging.
So we will go to Super Cruise.
Speed restrictions have been lifted. Take care out there, Commander.
Being mass locked, so I need to boost out a little. Someone's staying so close to me that my FSD is not charging. Oh, there we go. And someone's hot micing a little. Something on in the background or something. Okay, so now I'm in Super Cruise. And I now want to get invited to a wing by Commander Alison, who is the volunteer. Let's just assume I'm next in the queue. So, Commander Alison, please send me a wing invite. Or a team invite. It's called team invite. So now I need to wait. It's currently dropping to normal space. Okay. Yeah, sometimes you have to wait a little. Sometimes there's no spot left in the team, or whatever. It may take a while. There it says team invitation received, and there also was a sound effect. So we go to the social tab on the comms panel. This upper panel here is called the comms panel, and the third tab with the two people icons is called the social tab. And there's this invite by Commander Alison, which has a ring icon with 3 circles on it. And it says team, there's a check mark, and I click that, and now I have this symbol up on my screen, meaning that I am now in a team. And there's gonna be a blue icon on your radar. Of course, I have my HUD colors changed, so it might look a bit different, but I think the default is also blue. Commander Dog Fox, you are hot micing.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Right. So now I'm in the team, and what I need to do now is I need to go to the navigation panel. That's the far left panel, and go 2 tabs to the right, to the contacts tab, and there it will say team signal. And I click on this to target it, and now I have this icon on my screen. Team signal 5.29 light seconds away with speed and distance just like normal, and I can go there, approach it just like I approach any station or other POI in space, and drop out at it. And there is another way. If I go to the comms panel again, to the social tab, and the team is listed at the very top. I click on his name, and there is engage teammate navlog. That's the other way. I can click this. It will automatically drop me out of Super Cruise when I get close enough, even if I am flying too fast. I'm gonna show this off. I didn't press any button, and bam, I dropped out. And there he is, and there's also someone else. So we are now instanced together somewhere. And what I need to do now is I need to leave the team to make space for other people. And I do that by going to the comms panel again. This one right here. Again to the social tab. And there's this options thing that I click on. And there on the bottom it says leave team. So I click this. And then there's this icon with a cooldown that will run through, and I will have left the team. And what I could do then is look into chat and invite other people, send friend requests to other people, and invite them to a team as well to join us here in space. And I could use another volunteer who is in game right now, who I could invite here. This Commander Schmuser. So again, I go to the social tab and type this commander name in and add as friend. I'm now waiting for them to accept. There it says no friends with Commander Schmuser. And then I'll go into my friend list and scroll down to see them here. Click on the name and click invite to team. And then they do the same thing that I've just done and get here. And if everybody does that, then we can build an instance with a lot of people really, really fast. When we've done the training mass jumps before the expedition, or even the launch mass jump, we had most of the instance done after half an hour. So we didn't even need the full hour to get everyone here that we had planned for it. Of course, then there's problems usually when there's just way too many people. Then it takes longer. Or it can take longer. Yeah. And when Commander Schmuser has arrived, I would like to ask Commander Schmuser to invite someone else. So we can keep chaining this. Do we have to enable the team beacon? Okay, so I'm gonna show you the team beacon. That is when you go to the right panel. I'm not sure what this one is called because it has a lot of different stuff. It has all your modules, fire groups, and so on. There's ship functions, and on the very first column here on the bottom, it says beacon and it says team. I think that is on by default, so you don't need to do anything here. If you click on this, then it turns off. So just leave it as it is. It should be on by default for everyone. rejected accidentally. Volunteer as a test job tag. Volunteer as a tribute. Aren't reading out the Discord chat. That's not relayed to YouTube, obviously. Yeah, I can watch him getting closer if his signal targeted. I have to say the stars are still pretty sparse here. There's not a lot to see in the background. And I tried this during the initial DW3 mass jump. I was unreachable most of the time, despite being the same system, except suddenly becoming reachable after a while. Is there a way of avoiding this? You can't really prevent this when it happens. You have to wait. It does say unreachable for people who are in a different private group, but it also just says that out of the box if there's a lot of people around, or if there's a lot of people in the instance. I've cleaned my friend list, so there's not a lot of people on here right now. So I can't show this, but it does happen, and you just the only thing you can do is wait. The transfer just needs time to refresh or something. Yeah, it often happens after accepting a friend request. That's why we want people to send them early. Or I think in the future, what we will do is the volunteers will send a friend request to you, because we do it on time usually, that everything's ready, and also that gives us more control over our friend list, so they are not full all the time or not with too many people. So we don't have this crashing issue that we had last time, because we had over 300 friends online at the same time. And as you can see in this list, you have all these Hollow Me images. You know, when I tap into it, or now they are all loaded. Okay, but it loads. It tries to load them all, and then that's what we think froze the game last time. So that's why we kicked all our friends out of the list, and you will then next time. Okay, Schmoozer has invited another person to the wing. Right, very good. That's what we want. I was gonna leave this wing now. Again, to show it again in the social tab here, options, leave team. And then, yeah, people can wing in each other. Hanging around the planned jump in Super Cruise also helps. The sooner you get in and leave the team, the better. Yes. So I'll save this in the future then as well in the announcements. But it's pretty standard that we are around the main star somewhere. Unless there is something that looks super cool in the system, then we might meet up there, but I will then mention it. So that's also one thing that a lot of people have been asking all the time. Where is the mass jump? How do I get there? Are we meeting somewhere? Are there coordinates? Blah blah blah. That sort of thing. Because usually there are no coordinates. I can't give you a coordinate here where I am right now. My USB Wi-Fi adapter kept failing during mass jumps. Anyone got some ideas how to fix that? I'm a new Windows user. I've been coding on Linux for years. Wi-Fi adapter. I have a cable plugged in, so I can't really say anything about that. A team can be up to 4 people. Yes. Entire USB bus just went by twice during the launch, and the most recent one quite frustrating. Okay. I invited 2. I would do more, but others should learn how to do this too. Yep. Yep. Could someone shoot the ring light to test out? Yeah. So who do we even have here? We have Arizan Schmuser, of course, and we have Zerael 64 from the Squadron Explorers on Tour. And we have a Mandalay to scan.
Bob Winchester.
That's Bob Winchester, okay. Bob Winchester can also try to invite someone here. If you deploy your cargo scoop, looks a bit like you're sticking your tongue out or something.
That's even better.
Yeah, Yadars in Discord chat has been asking, where are you? We are around the main star. And this is probably the most repeated question for any mass jump, apart from can you invite me to a wing? Oh, and this solar flare that's coming out there looks a bit like a serpent, like a dragon thing. And Bob Winchester has a very interesting profile pic. Someone in a maid costume, but with attachments. Boink. There's also another way of joining the instance, but you are probably not equipped for that. You need a wake scanner, which is a module you can put on a utility slot. With that, you can scan wake signatures when someone drops out and follow them, which leads you here. I've seen a couple people mention this. Very few people do have this module with them. Happen to be in the wrong instance. Atanin. I know Atanin is experienced because he's been like to all the mass jumps. But I'll be kind and invite you to. Or you are already in a team. Okay, so invite me to your team, and then you can also come here. Oh, I still have this in my inbox. Are you being winded by Winchester? I'll keep trying. Yeah, sometimes the game just doesn't let you. I'm orbiting main star, can't see you. Yes, Yadas, but that's something I've explained. Is you need, in order to join an instance, someone needs to invite you to a team, and then you need to drop out on their team signal. I can alternate if you invite me to the team, and I will go back to Super Cruise. I can show it again how this works.
Ready to engage.
Navlog jumps in and out automatically. Okay, don't use Navlog then. If you Navlog someone who is in Super Cruise, you will automatically go to Super Cruise. Etanin, can you invite me to a team? Or do you not have a spot?
I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on in a full team, but I will leave that one and then invite you.
Okay. Oh, you need you.
There's
Well,
a
you
cooldown
still
now.
you need to be in the instance though, to show this thing. Because I knew
Yeah, I'm
you
not
were.
in the instance. I'm not in the instance.
Okay, hold on. I will. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'll invite someone who is. Was have someone. Okay.
I
Wait.
do not know why I have these issues lately. I do not know why.
Okay. Schmoozer, can you invite me to a team again? And I'll drop on Schmoozer, and I can pull Etanin with me. Will the game tell us if someone is not in the fleet PG? You'll notice that they are not reachable. And they will stay unreachable, or it will say private session or something. Okay. Alright, so I'm now in here. I can invite Etanin as well. And then we will also have a full team. Okay. So Yarders, if you watch the Discord stream, you can see what you need to do. So I'm in Super Cruise. I'm close to the main star. And I go to the navigation panel and go to the context tab. I select the team signal of the person who invited me, in this case that is Schmoozer. And then I target that team signal. And I drop out at the team signal. And then, bam. It automatically targets them in real space. I am then here in the instance, and I can leave the team by going here, options, and leave team. Yeah, there's a few people here. So we've got Commander Anthony, who has joined us. Got two Mandalays to scan. Slayer and Z. And who else? It's an interesting ship name. Commander Ed Pork. With a Mandalay called Sir Educating Pork. How do you know who is waiting so you can send them an invite? Yeah, you have to watch chat. You just have to watch chat and pick people from there. That's pretty much it. And this is the same thing that we do for any surface meetup. There's a race.
Funnily enough, now it works.
Yeah.
So I can leave team.
Yeah, I see.
Wait for the cooldown to...
Though to be fair, surface instances usually have coordinates, so you might get there by chance, but there is a sort of soft cap. I don't know the exact number, but it's the more people there are, the less likely it is that you will instance with them naturally. But it's the same deal. When you get a team invite, you target the team signal, you go there, just like targeting a POI on a planet. Choppy video for me. In Discord or on YouTube, Twitch? My OBS says there's no drop frames at least, so it should be, at least if you watch it back afterwards, it should be fine. Also, people had mentioned the sound not being super, so I can try to boost volumes a bit more, but I won't boost them too much because my microphone will eventually start picking up sounds that I don't want it to pick up, like mouse clicks, for example. Here, but I can't figure out how to leave. Yeah, you go to the comms panel, social tab, and then there will be an options you can click on below your team members, and yeah, I don't have it right now because I'm not in the team. And there you can leave team. You can also send direct messages to people. Area 64 is unreachable to me at the moment. IMPG, send a friend request. It takes a minute to reset. Yeah. It's also why I'm not gonna accept any friend requests now. I want to keep this friend list clear for now, so when we do the next mass jump, we will have a way of distributing people to different volunteers. We will have multiple instances, so it's not everyone trying to cram into one. So we will have more stability for people. Similar to what we did on launch day. That unfortunately has the downside of if there's too many people, then we will cut off the sign-ups at some point and say, okay, this is the number of people we can reliably take. And yeah, the ones who are too late are too late then, and then they need to go to the community mass jumps. There's usually someone organizing one. At least when I looked last time, there were a couple. Actually gonna scroll to the channel. Community mass jumps. Mass jump on the 22nd, tomorrow at 2100, starting instance at 20 hours game time. There's someone who is organizing one. Can't
How's
find
it going?
into instance thing for mass jump may have been playing for a long time. But that's written by Slayer and Z, and Slayer and Z has indeed managed to get here today, so maybe they learned. Never done the group print. Yeah, that's why we do this today. Still unreachable. Yeah, maybe just linger in the menu for a minute. To me, it says you are in single player. If it is persistent that it says unreachable, then try logging out and back in again. And see if that helps. I've also had a case of just not being able to see someone, even though we could confirm they were in the same instance, because they could see the same people. And it can be the case that since this is all based on peer-to-peer connections, that you have a bad connection to someone in particular. And they can't see you and you can't see them, but you can see other people. That does happen. There's all sorts of weird things that can happen with this. Because the game isn't really built for anything like what we are doing here. Be careful where you boost, though.
How's it going? How's the instancing going?
Yeah, we got a couple of people here. People started winging in each other. There's a lot of honking going on right now.
Do you have room for more?
Yeah, you can ask anyone to get you here so I can practice this.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I did hear something, yeah. Of course, you need to remember that the more people here are, the less reliable the salt becomes.
Where's the location to meet up?
It's somewhere around the main star.
Oh, okay. It's just a regular normal space.
Yeah.
Okay.
A beluga liner. You have a very shiny belly right now because your belly's pointed towards the star. No, don't turn. Can also turn flight assist off and rotate.
Flight assist on.
Another thing you gotta be careful with, or you can't really be careful with, but you can prepare for, is people can drop out of Super Cruise and hit you because you're in the dropout path. So it's always a good idea to have more pips into shields, these kind of things, because that actually does increase your shield strength.
Plus, it gets the power out of the engine, so you can't oversteer.
Odd, you in here?
I don't have a fighter, do I? No, I don't have a fighter.
Good idea, then.
And when you move around in the instance, always keep an eye on your radar so you can tell where people are. You don't bump into them. Usually we have one system that we all target. So it will be easy to figure out where everyone is looking. We will all look in the same direction. And then for the jump itself, just make sure you have a clear path. You don't have anyone directly in front of you. So in case that you fly faster than them, could we actually do a test jump for funsies? I guess we can. There is no system that's close enough that it appears in the nav panel. But there's a system 22 light years away. If people do wanna do a test jump on the hour,
That sounds awesome, yeah.
I can type this out. I hope I don't make any typos. Already did one. Okay. You can all target this system that I typed into chat. And hopefully that's not behind the star. That is actually in line of sight. Yes, it is. Why do we not boost into the jumps? Because look at my ship. Look at my engines. You will notice that the colors don't come through as much when I boost. Don't know if you saw that, but that's the thing. If you want to get the colors all nicely on display, then you need to just throttle up. That's why we don't boost. But if we did, wouldn't we jump perfectly in sync? Yeah, we probably would. It just wouldn't look as cool, I think. We could actually, since this is all practice and a test, kinda, we could try this with a boost, just this once, to see what it looks like.
For science!
I will not charge my FSD, so I can stay an external camera for that. But then, yeah, that would be interesting. I just need to do a test here real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yep. Without boosting, looks cooler. Huh? Did someone damage the hull? Okay, I don't get you all on screen like this. We need to be a little closer together. Because all the Mandalays are gonna be really fast when they boost, and yeah, we have an anaconda here, so we're just gonna be slow. Yeah, you can still invite people if you want. We still got time. May I use firework at a safe distance? How far are you away? Oh, what kind of range do they have anyway? The fireworks launches. You have a corner. Yeah. If you got nobody in front of you, then it's fine. I do see one in the corner, and it kinda has this beluga in front of it, so that would not be safe. Yeah, I saw
We should
that.
have. We should target a certain large jump.
We have a system in
Close.
the voice in the text chat.
And we're supposed to be pointing that.
Well, yeah, if we're gonna fly towards it and jump it, you need to be pointing at it.
Okay, so text chat. Thank you. What Nagy said. Okay, cool.
Yes, that one. Unfortunately, that everything is so far away that it doesn't show up on the navigation panel. So I hope that for the next bigger one we can actually target it from the navigation panel, so nobody has to open the galaxy map. That's also
That might be something with the ship because it did show up in my nav panel naturally.
already. So I didn't, or maybe I have it filtered out. That could also be. But that's a problem I had last time. I opened the galaxy map and then my game crashed.
If
Crashed?
if it's beyond 20 light years, it won't show up in the navigation panel unless it's targeted by a navigation route.
Yeah, it's 22. I didn't realize that the fireworks launches produce this much smoke with them as well. You're not finding that one in the galaxy map? Did I make a typo? I should not make.
No. It's good.
Okay. Realistic mode, because then you see all stars. Okay. Copy paste from Discord worked. Typing myself wasn't. The classic. Where is it in Discord? Just scroll up a little. Oh yeah, repeat it. Usually I post these in their mass jump info channel, which is a few channels above this voice chats. Below the streams and videos channel. That's where I usually post mass jump info when we actually do one. Also included in the announcement. What are these fireworks? I don't think there's a dedicated module for that. There is, and they were unlockable during. They usually are unlockable during Christmas period. They are a flag launcher with an engineering on it, basically. And they come in then 3 colors. I haven't seen a blue one yet. Don't know why we skipped blue. We have red, green, and yellow, but we don't have blue. Almost no damage, but pretty colors. Yeah. I think they always need to have some damage. It's probably a spaghetti code thing, or like a weird code restriction that they have, but everything needs to do at least some damage. Four is a laser. Big laser, big old laser. A healing beam, okay. Yeah, the healing beams are quite busted. Yeah, the what is that? Federal Swordship or what? In a combat zone, and yeah. When are we jumping with or without boost? We are jumping on the top of the hour. That is 7 minutes. 7 minutes, and we are boosting this time just to see the difference once. I heal too much. You're basically invincible. You are still vulnerable to anything that ignores shields. But NPCs usually don't use that. Except Fargoids. And station guns. First, charge up, then boost and speed, yeah. Can you explain what you mean by with or without boost for newbies? Usually we don't. When we throttle, we all target the same system for mass jump, and we throttle up. We put our throttle at 100% when we go. So we all accelerate and jump at the same time. And usually we don't hit the boost button. But today we will hit the boost button just to see how different it will look. The main thing about it is when you boost, it overrides your engine color settings, so the colors are not as visible with boosting as they are without. And so jumping without a boost is what makes mass jumps look cool. Well, there's a demonstration we will do with a boost today. Just make sure you don't have anything directly in front of you in your path, because you might be faster than anyone who's in front of you and ram into them. I actually had this happen once at a mass jump, but I got rammed right in the exact moment my FSD was engaging, which caused me to go off to the side, and I still jumped to the same system. It was very funny. That happened on the Perseus Reach expedition. Speaking in PvE sense, PvP is a different book. I don't think many commanders use the, phasing sequence or stuff like that in PvP even, because most of the time it's not worth it. It's they usually use like frag cannons and plasma accelerators and railguns for maximum damage output, or to snipe components like power plant in particular. At least from what I know. I'm not a PvP player, but that's the things I saw. And the Corsair is very popular, the Python Mark II. It used to be the Further Lance, it's been outclassed by the Python Mark II now. And the new Kestrel maybe is a new contender now as well. Because it's also smaller, which means it's harder to hit. I think it's more maneuverable. Something similar to the fleet jumps of EVE Online, and multiple people jump at the same. They are next to each other while jumping. Oh yeah, when a whole fleet deploys in EVE Online, that's also a sight. Or even if like multiple fleets deploy at the same time. And then if you have a really big strat op happening, then you often have the time dilation as well, so everything is in slow motion, so it looks even cooler. On the jump bridge. Yeah, then you have all the small ships jumping, but if you have all the capital ships jumping at the same time, that's awesome. That's always awesome. Oh, we should charge our FSDs. It's almost. Oh, actually, I should not charge mine if I want to film this. Oh. I don't know if I'm glowing. Oops. I may not be aligned anymore. I wanted to adjust my camera. Okay, so we'll hit. I hope you have your full throttle key bound. I do have mine bound to F. And then boost. So in 10 seconds, if I see this clock correctly.
Boost on
3,
the time.
2, 1, and now go. Oh, my ship didn't even boost. Oh, I did see someone who had the same thing happen that I mentioned. They bumped into someone and went sideways a bit and jumped still. Yeah, it was not charged. Oh, I did change my pips somehow. Yeah, so this is what a maelstrom is like. I'm gonna stay in system because I still got stuff to do here tomorrow. There are gonna be some races happening tomorrow. But yeah, thank you for joining, and I hope things have gotten a bit clearer. You can always watch back the video on YouTube. I'm also gonna post that into the announcement channel, into the events announcement channel. And hopefully next time we do a mass jump, you'll get you all in, and you'll be able to enjoy it.
Thanks, Nagy.
Thanks, tagging.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. That was great.
Have a good time.